Hey guys, I know a lot of you know that we went to the big yard sale at Replacements Limited in Greensboro last weekend, and a couple of people asked to see what we found, so we were going to show you some of our favorites.
Yeah, it was a really fun trip. It's a little crazy. There's a lot of people there and everybody's grabbing stuff, but it's really worth it because if you look hard enough, you can find some really cool stuff.
Yes, and we're if they have it again, we're going to go back, but we have a
Yep.
list of things we're going to take with us.
Yes,
We're going to have a wagon. We're going to have a little rolly stool
and a floppy hat
and a big floppy hat to block out the sun. But
Yep.
all of that is for the future. So, but
See you next year.
We'll start with what we found. So, my favorite thing that we found is the Wedgwood Night and Day that we already have cup and saucers, and we already had a few other pieces. So we found 3 of these dinners. So now we have 4, which is very exciting. And we found some salads and bread and butter too. So this was very exciting. You know, we love mixing and matching white dishes. So we'll have a lot of fun with this. So you'll see this on a tablescape, I'm sure.
And we even mix and match that with Coliseum, which we have a lot of too. So
we love our white. So some of this is on the white wall, of course. So you know, we love this one. So very excited that we found that.
Yep. And then one of the things that I was pretty surprised to find was this pretty awesome cup and saucer. Some of you guys know I have a little collection of cup and saucers. This one's from Christoph, and it has this really cool pattern with these little knots in the rope. And it was just sitting there in the box, just by itself, just perfectly together already. So I was like, oh, have to have that. Yes. Meant to be.
And so I also found, you know, what happens when you start finding things is you start picking up things for other people. So I found some items to my mom's bridal china for her Lennox dewdrops. So I found her 6 of the little fruit bowls, which she doesn't have any, and 2 more salads. So that was pretty exciting. And we also found a little bit of her French garden as well, so I'll pass these along to her, but that was very exciting to find that as well.
And I found some stuff for my mom, but we can't talk about it because her birthday's tomorrow, and she might be getting it for her birthday. And he's going
to throw that in her bag, too.
So, but while we were there, you know, you're just scanning through the boxes to see what you can see, and, you know, you can pretty easily pick up on what's stoneware, and I was like, ooh, that's Vietri. So I grabbed this little square serving plate that was pretty cool that actually is Vietri. And then I grabbed these other plates that I thought looked like it, but they're not, but they're pretty cool. They're still like stoneware. These are made in Portugal, I believe, and they have a little crown at the top. So they're pretty cool, and we found a whole set of 4 of those, so they'll end up on a table pretty soon.
You'll definitely see those. And then, you know, as much as I love white, I also love blue and white, so there was a lot of fun blue and white pieces. This willow blue cup was great. This bowl was great. A couple of these bowls. There were a few more saucers, so it was very exciting to get all of that willow blue. This was a really cool little vintage Ralph Lauren denim plate. So that was really cool to find, to layer into something. That was really cool. And then a little bit of Villeroy and Box Switch 3, which I have thrifted a lot of salad plates to this in the past from Goodwill. So I have a little bit of this going. So I like to mix and match that in sometimes as well.
Yeah. And then, speaking of finding things from your family, I actually found some of my great-grandmother's Wedgwood, which is this pattern called Pink Hope. And you don't see it a lot because it's pretty old. I think it's from the 60s. But it's just like a really cool old floral Wedgwood pattern. And I found like 4 salad plates and a couple saucers. So those could end up as like a mix and match accent for some floral story we do.
Yeah, so we'll try to
my family
try to get that in there.
Add that to my mom's stuff.
And then we just found a couple of random things too. This was a bicentennial Mount Olive plate, so close to home. Very, very cute. You know, it's just interesting. And then we always say that at some point we're going to do a wall of church plates somewhere for someone. So I don't know. This was laying in a box.
It could be you.
It's from New Jersey, so I don't know. This is pretty cool though, so I had to pick that up.
Yeah. And a pattern that we've seen from Villeroy that keeps popping up from here and there, we'll see it in a thrift store, and we'll run into a customer in the store that has it, is this really crazy bird pattern called Acapulco, and it's from the 80s, was it?
Yeah, it was from the 80s.
And it's really colorful, it's bright and fun, and we found a couple of dinner plates in that, so we're like, well, we can have dinner for two on that at least.
Yeah, so those are really cool, so we'll try to do something with those. And while you're looking, we were with our friend Ellen, and she was looking for Halloween, so we were trying to find lots of Halloween items for her, anything black. We also found some Christmas things. Ben found this DeLorean Bach little mug there.
The Nape Christmas pattern, it's so cute.
Yes.
Scene on it.
And then we were thinking about, for the white wall, for the holidays, maybe adding in a little bit of Christmas. So we found a little bit of Craft Heritage, and also a little Nico octagon. So we were thinking about maybe layering that into the wall of China for the holidays. So you may see that coming up too.
And that Nico octagon is so crazy because it comes in so many patterns. You wouldn't even believe how many we saw just there at the yard sale.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun,
it's very
and it's so
mix and
vintage
match.
and fun. So I have some of the solid white pieces. I even got a sugar bowl on this trip too. So it's just really, really cool.
Yeah. And then when we were in New York recently, we went to Fishizetti, and what they sell a lot of is like sample plates from that come from the factories. And I found this crazy looking floral plate, which we sort of thought was Desert Rose to begin
At
with.
the first glance,
but it's not. It's marked Cameo Florals, and it just looks like a sample plate. Even if it's not, I think it looks like it, and that's all that matters.
It may be.
It's
We
pretty
don't
cool.
know. It's cool though.
Yeah, it'll look cool on a wall.
And then, anytime we see cream soups, we always
Yeah, we
pick
grab
those up.
those.
So we grabbed every cream soup we could find. Of course, there were we did have maybe 3 or 4 pieces that were pretty damaged that we just trashed. Because you kind of are just picking things up and put them in your box, because you buy a box, you can put whatever you want in the box. So we were kind of going a little bit crazy, but we had a lot of fun. We also found a lot of the Nortaki homecoming for our friend Brian that he uses for Thanksgiving. So we passed those to him already, but we found a couple of dinner plates, salad plate, a bowl, salt and pepper or something. So we had a lot of pieces for that we passed on to him too. So that was pretty exciting to find so much stuff for other people.
Yeah. And then we got to check out the new outlet replacements, which is really cool.
Yes, so we had a lot of fun inside the store too. So
yeah, after you got hot, we got to go in and cool off for a little while.
yeah, so we had fun. I would definitely recommend, if they do it again, to go early in the day and get everything done outside before it gets super hot, and definitely have your sunglasses and a big hat to stay out of the sun, and then you'll be okay. But we definitely had a lot of fun, but we wanted to show you guys some of our finds. There was a few other pieces, but we wanted to show you all of our favorites, so that way you would know what we found, and of course you'll be seeing it coming up soon, I'm sure. But we had a lot of fun with Ellen, so hopefully she'll send out some pictures of the things that she got to that she's using for an upcoming party. So she found a lot of fun things too. So it was definitely a fun day, and we just wanted you guys to be part of it.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, have a good day. Bye.
Bye.